Hey guys, I'm here today to tell you guys what's really important to have in your makeup kit. I'm going to talk about colors and certain products that I really like. I'm not going to go over basics such as Q-tips and brush cleanser and things like that just because that's just something that's going to waste, I think, my 10 minutes of video time. But if you guys do want the essential makeup items video, then request that. But right now I'm going to talk about certain colors and products that I think are really, really great to have in your kit. So I'm going to start off with lip products. Definitely if you're going to be doing wedding makeup, you have to invest in MAC's Pro Longwear, just because these are the only colors that the only type of lip gloss I've ever used that stays on forever. And if you're gonna do makeup for a wedding is an occasion where, you know, brides cry and there's lots of hugging and kissing and whatnot going on, and so she needs to wear something that's gonna stay on, and this stays on forever. They're kind of expensive, but they've got beautiful, beautiful colors, and I think that it's really, really good to invest in. What I would do is invest in one peachish kind of color and one pink. For pinks, I think Jazzy Raz and Unchanging are really, really pretty colors, so you should look into that. For lipsticks, again, less is more in every area of your kit. There's no reason to start off by buying $1,000 worth of products, so be careful when you buy stuff. Buy like one in different color spectrums. I would suggest getting one nude color. For that, I love my YSL Rouge Pur lip gloss or lipstick. It's just a nude color, looks great on everybody. It's kind of pricey, but if you find one by MAC that you like, then that's good, or any other company is fine too. Get one deep, like, wine color. For that, dark side is really good. Make sure you have a brownish color, and for that I use Touch. Then get one pink, and for that I would recommend Midi Mauve to everybody because it's a really, really pretty color. Very, very pretty basic pink. And get one peachish color, and for that I like What To Do. It's kind of a frosty peach, but it looks really, really good on. So, I mean, there's a few more lipsticks just because if you don't have the right lip color, your look can go drastically wrong. Then for lip liners, get one brown, get one peach, one pink, and one pretty much nude. So here are a few that I really like. Just drop something. Hover is a great color. It kind of goes into pinks and peaches. You can kind of make it work with both, so that's a really good thing to invest in. For the wine-ish lip, you want a plum. So this is a plum lip liner that I have by MAC. For a good brown, I would choose Barbecue. And I just dropped something. I'm going to grab it. And for another pretty pink is called Beware by MAC, and it's a retractable lip pencil like this, and that's really pretty too. And for nude, generally I don't even line the lips, but if you do find something that's pretty nude, you can get that, but I don't. Make sure you get at least one clear gloss because there's nothing that is more versatile than this that'll work on everybody. You don't have to invest in anything really expensive. That's it for your lips. You don't need lots of products. Don't bother investing in glosses. It's just not worth it. You don't have to go and like get like 15 different glosses. Or if you want, another smart thing to do is to invest in the lip palette by Coastal Scents. This is a good palette. The only thing is that I don't think the colors are versatile enough to use on a lot of different people. I feel like they've got too many hot pinks and too many reds, but not as many nudes. So I have this, but I honestly haven't used this as much as I thought I would. Then for skincare, that's really important. You have to get a moisturizer that's good for dry skin and one that's good for oily skin, because if you do makeup for them, you need to make sure it lasts. So based on their skin type, you have to kind of treat their skin the way their skin is. So get an oil control lotion or oil-free moisturizer, and get a really moisturizing moisturizer for dry skin. Then invest in a few really good mattifying products for oily skin, because oily skin is probably the hardest one to take care of in my opinion, and you want the bride or the photo shoot person or whatever to have a matte look. So invest in any matte products you can find. MAC makes a few good ones. Mary Kay makes a good oil mattifier, and what is it? Smashbox makes a good one too. So any company, I'm pretty sure most companies have them, so it's a really good thing to have. Then let's see. The best mascara that I've ever used is Lash Blast. I think it's completely worth the $5 or $6 this is. It's cheap, it's amazing. I would get a few of these. I also keep a few backups, like more expensive ones. These are from Sephora. It's like some French brand. Make sure you have a few good eyeliners. Get a liquid eyeliner for sure. I would recommend the Felt Tip one by MAC just because it dries really fast. There's no waiting time between, you know, when you have to go buy something, or I mean when you have to go like, that doesn't even make sense. Make sure, get a Felt Tip eyeliner because then you don't have to wait for it to dry and you can go on to doing the rest of her face. So there's no waiting time. Definitely also get a pencil. I don't think any expensive pencil is worth it. Rimmel is my favorite. It's always been my favorite. Mine is called Jet Black 06 and it's a crayon soft kohl and it's like $3 at Target. It's really, really good. Make sure you have a brown eyeliner as well. You can get a gel eyeliner or a pencil and a white one. This is really good for people's eyes who are small that you want to make look bigger. And I can't really find it. Oh, here it is. Blackjack. A gel eyeliner is really good for the waterline. And I don't know if all gel formulas are as good as this one, but this one is amazing. It doesn't budge from your waterline, so it's really, really good. For foundations, I would just recommend find a brand that you like a lot and just get the lightest shade that they offer, a middle shade, and the darkest shade, and just kind of mix them together to create custom shades. Because if you buy all the foundations that any company has, you're going to waste your money, you're going to break your back, and you're not going to end up being able to use it forever just because foundations have a 1-year shelf life, and without you realizing it, it'll get really badly spoiled and you won't be able to use it. And there's no way you'll end up using up a year's worth of foundation. Like, it's just not going to happen, so I wouldn't recommend that. In terms of setting your foundation, I would get a translucent powder. You can get one from MAC. This one's from Makeup Forever. Just because sometimes once you put on foundation, you have to set your foundation with some sort of powder. I like translucent powder on brides and photo shoots because you need, instead of adding more color by putting on a powder of a color, just set it with something translucent just so it doesn't add on another color on top. I also like the Mineralized Skin Finish that MAC makes. This one is not available anymore. You can only get this at your cosmetic company outlet, but I really like this. It's like natural and shimmer in one. And I've actually used this one so much there's like no shimmer left in it. But the natural is really great. I use that to like warm up skin tones that are really pale, or if I need to like, you know, make someone's foundation darker or whatever. And this makes a really good bronzer too, and it's really natural, so it's really, really good. A highlighter is like the most important thing I think in any makeup artist kit because that's what makes you glow. Like, I've had my highlighter on all day from like this morning at 10 o'clock and it hasn't budged. It's really, really good. And so I recommend Shell by MAC. This is what I've been using in all of my clients. And if not this, MAC makes so many other highlighters in the Mineralized skin range. You don't get these together anymore, but you can get just the top color by itself, or Triple Fusion that I've talked about before, or there's a lot of options for you guys. So invest in a few good highlighters. You can even get liquid highlighters. I have one by Stila, which I don't know where it is right now, but that's a good one too. For eye colors, what I would suggest that would make the most sense and is the most value for your money is invest in an 88 palette from Coastal Scents. I would get the shimmer just because none of them are going to make you look like a disco ball. But it's cheap and it has every color under the spectrum. I actually took this with me to MAC one time and sat there and looked at all the eye colors that they have to see if there's anything that I could buy. And I came back buying nothing just because this palette pretty much has everything you would ever want. So this is a really good thing to invest in. But that doesn't take care of your neutral colors, so I would recommend getting the 28 palette neutral from Coastal Scents as well. And this has every color that's really good for you. These make great crease colors for brides. It has all your natural colors for any natural makeup that you might do. And it has the browns that you would need for your eyebrows. So it's a really good thing to invest in. And you can use them with the dark browns in here to contour people's cheekbones. So it's a very, very good palette to have. Because if you went anywhere and bought one eyeshadow at a time, you would end up spending a lot of money for no reason. But none of these two palettes that I've shown you have a matte black, and that's really important when you're doing photo shoot makeup or fashion show makeup or anything that's more dramatic than just wedding, and you need a good matte black, so make sure you get one of those. For concealer too, I know that I feel like I'm just sitting here and talking to you about Coastal Scents, but honestly these products have done wonders for me. I recommend the concealer palette. It's like a 10 holder thing. And you can see how much I've used them, and it's because these are really, really good quality. They're super creamy, and they're pretty much every skin type that I've ever used. This is a really good thing, because again, if you buy a concealer by itself, it would just get really expensive. This was like $16. And